Hi everyone, it's the EnglishSimmer here, and today I am bringing you another creator sim for my brand new series that I have started here on my channel, which is My Sims Monday. It's the series where you leave your comments down below of some sims you would like me to create, and I can say this one has been pretty much requested since this game came out. And I also played it on my channel. So as you guys know, I am a mega Detroit Become Human fan. That game stuck with me. I played it here on my channel and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like, even more than I originally thought I was going to. And so many of you guys have been requesting to see my version of the androids. So I thought I would create the 3 main androids from Detroit Become Human. Yes, I wish I could have done more characters. However, this one took me quite a while because there were so many like CC pieces that I needed to download to feel like I had done the characters justice. So I wanted to get the 3 mains as perfect as I possibly could. This has been done. I have seen YouTube videos, but loads of you guys said you wanted to see kind of my version. As you all know, everybody creates sims differently, so it's always fun to see how a creator's gonna put their own spin on it. At first, I was gonna solely stick to like full Maxis match the way I usually create my sims, but then I also wanted the realism of the Detroit Become Human graphics, and the androids do look quite realistic. So I did use, I guess, what you could call alpha skins. They have like more of a shine to them. They look more human and more real. So I could have done Maxis match, but then I felt like alpha was kind of the way to go for this. So I used a lot of Praline Sims skins for these guys. Also, I apologize if you can hear the rain in the background. We have not had rain for the longest time, and the heavens have decided to open today. It is currently chucking it down with water, which I am very thankful for. But back to the video. As you can see, I am creating Connor. I actually forgot to like fill out his name, but I find it hilarious that it says, "Hello, my name is Connor, the android sent by Cyberlife." I love how it says, "Hello, my name is," and then eventually I do type Connor into that box. But I did decide to create Connor first. I think he actually turned out really well. It was quite tough because Detroit is quite a dark game, and I don't mean like the topics or the themes. I mean the actual physical appearance of Detroit Become Human as a game. Like, if you just Google image like Connor from Detroit Become Human, a lot of the images are very dark. They're not very vivid, and the characters constantly change like where the shadows lie on their faces and things. So it was really hard to get like his face shape right, because from all angles he looked completely different, and with all the different shadows going on, it was like really difficult to get his face shape. And you guys know that's like my favorite thing about Create a Sim, is trying to create those bone structures and how someone's physical form actually looks in the game. So I did really struggle with that. I don't know if he looks like him or not. Like, I really cannot decide if this looks like Connor or not. You guys are gonna have to let me know. If you are a super fan of Connor or Detroit Become Human in general, or even Brian, the chap who plays Connor, then let me know how you think I did, but please don't be too harsh, okay? Like, I may have been making videos for 4 or 5 years in this online space, but please still be kind to me, because I would hate to have the second episode in this series that I've just recently started be absolutely demolished by you stans. So please be gentle with me. I am just a human. I am not an android, and therefore I cannot take your criticism with a pinch of salt or in the sassy way that Mr. Connor can do so in the game. Also, I will leave links down below to Connor's outfit that I put him in. It is a custom piece of content for his shirt and his jacket, and there is also a custom piece for Kara's outfit as well. So I will leave links to both of those pieces in the description. Everything else I can't really leave links to because honestly I'm just terrible when it comes to CC and finding out what different pieces are, and I also need to stream this evening, so unfortunately I'm very, very busy and therefore cannot make a whole list of everything I used. We have moved on to Markus. Markus and Kara were actually really difficult for me. I don't know what it was about them. Marcus's skin tones, and then also he does end up with having heterochromia. Is that how I pronounce that word? I don't know. I always pronounce it wrong, so however I say it, I'm probably gonna say it wrong. But he ends up with having like one eye different from the other, so that was really hard to do. I did put a blue and a brown on him at first, and then I remembered that I think I had a blue and a green, so I do change that a little bit later on. It is slightly distracting, although I do really like the way Markus came out. I do feel as if he's pretty realistic, and he's a little bit of a babe. I'm not afraid to say it. If you are a Markus fan, I feel as if you may be happy with the way this sim came out. Also, if you are thinking of making these guys, please do not search unless you are like over the age of 16 or 18. Please don't search Detroit Become Human Sims 4 because honestly, I'm scared of what might pop up. Like, I saw a couple of images where the creators were like, okay, I'm going to hell. Hashtag pray for me, because it was kind of looking like a little bit, he was feeling himself. I'm just gonna say that. Okay, not in that way. That sounds even weirder. But he was like top off, like smoldering, like full on model shots. And I feel like if I were to go any deeper down that rabbit hole, I would be sinning and a whole load of things that I don't even want to think about in androids in that capacity. So I'm gonna leave that. Speaking of, I actually saw an article the other day that said by 2020, humans could be sleeping with AI technology. Like, what the heck? Why is this coming true? Why are sex bots becoming a thing? Like, come on, people. I know it's sometimes tough to find a relationship, and I know they don't all work out the way that you want them to, but that's part of the nature of being a human being. You kind of have to kiss some frogs before you get to the perfect person that you were made for. So can we hold off on the sex robots? At least for like a few more years, please. Like when I attended that PlayStation event in Detroit, which if you haven't seen the video, you should definitely go check out the PR event I went to for the release of Detroit Become Human. But they did a whole roleplay scenario of, okay, I should not use the word roleplay when speaking on this topic, but that's what it was. It was like a live action performance of what would happen if androids like turned against their creators and turned against humans. And this guy who created this robot, she was called Eve, he ended up where he belonged because he was a creep, and I was rooting for the android. Like, I was full on through and through, like, go on Eve, stab him in the gut, do it, because I'm a feminist and that's what I believe in. Boom, feminism, 2018. I just feel as if that road is a long and lonely road to technology taking over from the humans, and I don't want to grow up in a future where robots turn against us. So I would rather just be rejected for being a human being and being rejected by another human being than having someone who is perfectly made for me, yet only feels as if that is their only purpose on Earth, even if they are AI technology and don't really have feelings. Who knows what the future is going to bring about AI technology, but it freaks me out to even think about it. Like, we should not have that much power as human beings to create a species, pretty much, because they will take over. It will be like an epidemic of robots. I feel as if we shouldn't have that power to basically create an army of beings that we have full control over, at least for a little while, until they start teaching themselves and then inevitably start turning against us, because really, who are we to keep someone as, like, a pet? I don't know. This is all blowing my mind. I'm getting too serious about this. I'm also getting off the topic of this creator sim. I am creating Kara right now. I made her family-oriented, good, and also ambitious. She also wants to be a super parent. I thoroughly struggled with Kara. One, I didn't really have a hairstyle for her. I decided to, in the end, go with the bun. I was thinking I was gonna do like the choppy cut that she kind of had when she became a deviant, but the outfit that I had actually downloaded for her was her Kara android dress that she wore when she was actually just an android. So I decided to stick with the bun. It's not the most realistic hair color to Kara's. I think she's probably the one that looks least like the actual android. So sorry, Kara fans out there. Trust me, she's like my favorite character. So I feel really bad that I didn't give her, like, I don't know, I just feel like I didn't represent her the best, but I still think she's a very cute sim. Just be aware that if you guys do download these from the gallery, they're probably gonna look a lot different because I did use a lot of custom content on them. But I am gonna stop talking here, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you to everyone who suggested these guys on last week's My Sims Monday, and also you guys who have been requesting them for the last few months since Detroit came out. Thank you guys so much. Leave your comments and suggestions for who you want to see for next week's My Sims Monday, and I will get to creating them. Thank you guys. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you aren't already, and I will speak to you guys in my next video.